Shelf check.
Shelf check.
Shelf check.
Hi, this is going to be the first episode in a weekly series I'm going to make where I go through my shelves and declutter things. As I mentioned in the trailer, this week's episode was a little impromptu and is only additions. Oops.
Hey guys, this is my first unboxing video for Whatnot. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use this audio, but I'm going to record it anyways and see if I like it. But there'll already have been an intro. Essentially, this week's episode is kind of an inventory, going through everything that I have coming in. This is from Whatnot, from the channel Game Elements. I picked up a bunch of really cheap games on one of the shows that they had last week. I already opened the box and made sure everything came in, and we're just going to take a look at them now. So this is Kirby Pinball for the Game Boy. Then we've got a couple more Game Boy games actually, because I picked them up and I was just, I wouldn't say entranced, but God, that's probably really loud. Maybe I take those out next time. But this is some sort of bowling game for the Game Boy Color. It's one of the ones that has the divot, so it can be played on both the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy. So that's kind of interesting. This one, again, I have no idea what this is, but it looked fascinating. It's from Ban Presto, I believe, is what that says. At the end of the video, I'll have a list of everything that came in and a little bit of a look over for what we have sold for the week and what we've gotten rid of, and you know, what came in, what came out. So a little bit of a recap at the end. This is the Ace Combat 6 Katamari 2-pack for the 360. I have a buddy who likes Katamari, so I picked it up with him in mind. This is Game Boy Color. It's another one of the ones that you can play on the original Game Boy. It's a one-piece. I see that a lot. It's like one of the most common one-piece Game Boy games I ever see. Animal Crossing, I believe, New World? This is just a memory card that I bought because I needed a memory card for the GameCube, but I also wanted to figure out what it said. This is... Sega Saturn games typically have English on the side. Kakusei. Sei? It's kind of interesting. I just love Saturn. Whoa. Alright. I picked up Melee for the GameCube. Everything looks like it's in there. I think the only thing I didn't... Nope, it is the manual too. Cool. Slipcover, manual, disc is in good condition. Just kind of a pickup for me. This is a Tamagotchi 64 game, which I thought was fascinating. I knew that there was Tamagotchi stuff for the Game Boy, which you'll actually see here in a little bit, but I had no idea that there was a Nintendo 64 Tamagotchi game. This is going to be Burn Fighter, just a Gundam game, or it looks like a Gundam game that I saw. Star Striker is another one that I have really liked in the past, so it seemed interesting. I believe this is the first Pokemon Stadium for the Nintendo 64, which I'm going to actually play now that I have a analog 3D. Sorry. I do have an analog 3D to stream some games. Just trying to decide on what kind of a capture card I want. then shouldn't be too much more. This is that Tamagotchi game for the Game Boy I was talking about. Extremely large because it has a battery in it and a speaker, so I assume that it is like an actual Tamagotchi. I've never actually booted it up, but I want to see what it does on my Analog Pocket and see if it's even playable. And then we've got this guy. This guy is another thing that sorry, I'm wearing gloves because my fingers are cold. Oop. This guy is something. I don't have any idea what it is. It's a Hudson game that takes a battery. I have no idea why. I think this is an infrared sensor at the top, I believe. So the only thing that I can assume just by looking at it is that if that is like a infrared or like a light sensor, it has something to do with playing outside. And I'm not sure why the battery is there, but still very cool. We'll see what that is. And then nothing too fancy, just a copy of Super Mario World that I picked up on the cheap. And then a copy of something Sakura Wars. I don't know if it's like the first Sakura Wars or what, but I didn't have it. I collect for the Saturn. I kind of wanted it. So, Sakura Wars is like a kind of like a visual novel. It's kind of interesting. I also think it's an RPG. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know exactly what it is, but I see Sakura Wars stuff all the time. There's a bunch of Sakura Wars stuff. But overall, for this first lot, it was $85 in total, specifically a little bit closer to 85 than 86. But then there is a reason why I even started looking at this person's page in the first place. I collect Tenchi Muyo stuff, and he was having a Laserdisc show. And so I, in my infinite wisdom, picked up some Tenchi Muyo Laserdiscs. Laserdiscs, in my opinion, are a completely underrated way to appreciate a media as far as like art. It's usually almost all high quality and all from, you know, the creators of the show. And when I saw this piece, I realized that Ayaka's legs are on the bottom and nobody had picked up the top part. So I asked them if they would run it again. And I picked this up. I'll probably frame it just like I have with my other Tenchi Muyo laser discs, but still very cool. All right, lot 2. I'm gonna go quick through this one. Custom Robo, 11 Eyes crossover. I'm pretty sure it's some sort of light novel, maybe. I don't know, but it comes with a flash drive. Then Summon Night 3, which unfortunately the manual is fine, kind of. So is the UMD, but the case, if you look at it, kinda, you probably can't see it, but it looks like it came from like a smoker's house, which, I mean, for what I paid, I'm not too disappointed, but at least it's not mold, so that's kind of cool. Then we have, honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's some sort of sealed puzzle game for the Saturn. This one I just got because I was kind of weirdly interested in it. It's like music, but it comes with, I'm pretty sure that's for blind people. And if it's not, then it's something to feed through something that plays music. But I'm pretty sure it's just for blind people. Kind of wonder what kind of music is on this thing. If editing Take'em cares, he'll pull up a little clip of that. But that's it for the second lot. The second lot was super small. Third lot will come up in just a second. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is these actually were purchased with the intent on remaking them and making them nice and pretty. DS Lite, PSP 1000, Wonder Swan, and Game Boy Pocket all got for around $20, as well as this guy. This is a black GameCube compatible Japanese Wii. I have component cables and everything, so I'll be able to capture and play GameCube games on this, but I'm 90% sure it needs a new laser of some sort. I'm not sure if it's a different laser than the normal Wii one. It also probably needs a pretty significant cleaning on the inside. The fans didn't look too bad, but even just a little goop there. The fan there is kind of okay. But it powered on and everything, so this guy just needs a laser and an SD card. This guy I charged and just needs a bottom screen, unfortunately, as you can see, but the shell is beautiful. I actually don't know if it has speakers either. Speakers work great. So this guy needs a bottom screen and a stylus, but it had its... Ooh. Whew. That was surprising. Be difficult to pull out. Huh. Wonder why that was like that. Anyways. Yeah, shockingly super clean. PSP 1000. This needs probably the most out of everything. I was gonna reshell it. I need a battery. I need a screen. The UMD reader looks fine. The shell technically looks fine. The stick could use a new stick, to be perfectly honest. But everything else seems kind of fine. Definitely a cleaning, and like it says, crack screen. So I might update you guys later on these. The Wonder Swan also just needs a screen. This is the one that I'm most excited for, just for myself. I've never owned a Wonder Swan. The closest thing to it I've ever owned was a Game Boy, or not a Game Boy, a Neo Geo Pocket. And so I'm gonna put an IPS screen in this bad boy. Maybe even get the USB-C battery mod. Kinda just go to town and see what I can do with them. Same thing with the Game Boy Pocket. It just needs a new screen. But pins are clean. It had the speaker works. The shell, I mean, very clean. So these are going to be a little bit of a project. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys in just a little bit. Hey guys, real quick, this is lot 3 of the first week. I kind of want to get this shelf check out of the way and get it edited with what little editing I can. But just to go over lot 3 for the first week, we've got baseball, trivia, baseball, My Stylist, some sort of tennis game, second copy of trivia, football manager, baseball. Then we've got the AKB dating series for the PSP. I'm going to get a PSP 3000, consolize it, and try and play through one of these games. I think that would be kind of funny. And then 2 more soccer games. Then we've got a PS Vita game case that I bid on just for the case, and that guy, lo and behold, it actually had 6-7 games in it. Token 3 copies of God Eater. That is the Taito drum game and World of Final Fantasy. That is the 2013 version of the baseball game that we looked at earlier. Mario Kart Double Dash. Actually pretty excited for this one. Had its slipcover, complete with manual. Game looks like it's in okay shape too. Then we got a loose copy of 3DS Smash, a loose copy of Melee, and a loose copy of Chibi Robo. Actually, this is kind of like fascinating to me, how he did this. I kind of want to find out where he got those. And then some full, complete unboxed Vita games. Project Diva. This is Tokyo Xanadu. Persona 4 Dancing All Night, and the Sword Art Online game. I don't remember what it's called. But I got these super cheap. Super duper cheap. Then over here, we've got a couple of Game Boy games. So this is Donkey Kong Country 3, I'm pretty sure. Yoshi's Gravity. Burn Fighter. This is that copy that I said I bought 2 of. Rilakuma game. Momotaro. This game, I actually looked at it on stream right before recording this, and it's like an arithmetic puzzle game, which is kind of cool for some reason to me. Zatch Bell, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Battle Network 6, Konami Arcade Collection. In English, this isn't really worth anything. In Japanese, apparently it is. I have no idea why. Then we have a copy of what I believe is Disgaea 1. The box was super gross and I had to throw it away, but super clean copy, amazingly enough. But sadly, the case and the manual had to be chucked. Disgaea Portable. This is an Atlas RPG, an RPG called Last Ranker, and then I'm pretty sure this is Onimusha. I don't particularly know or remember or honestly meant to buy it. My hand slipped and I overpaid, but that's okay. So this is lot 3, and I'll see you back in a little bit.
That about wraps it up for this week's shelf check. Only additions, but I'll get to listing things this week and we'll see how much progress we make. Thanks for watching, and to follow along with this journey, make sure to like and subscribe. Shelf check.
Thanks for watching.